Now, in charge and all business. From New York City to the Magic City.
We're going to do everything possible to win every game, every week. But that starts by winning every day.
This morning, Dolphins head coach Brian Flores on the record on life, leading and building a winner. When it comes to Dolphins head coach Brian Flores, he's more than just a football coach.
In this special two-part series, CBS 4's Jim Barry sits down with the coach to talk about more than just passing and tackling. Here's the man, Brian Flores.
The violence of the game, that's something I enjoy. I'm a physical person by nature.
Don't let Brian Flores' soft-spoken way fool you. His inner toughness was honed during his upbringing in New York.
I had 4 brothers. So you grew up rough housing with your brothers, and you watch wrestling, and guys are body slamming each other.
Initially, his rambunctious nature did not include football. Flores' parents are from Honduras. His dad was a soccer player.
Is it true that the first time you put on a pair of shoulder pads, you put them on backwards?
That is true. Yes, that is true. Put them on backwards. It was my uncle, you need to turn those around.
Flores soon figured out the game, playing it at Boston College and then studying it as a young workaholic in New England. There, he was part of what became known as the Patriots 20-20 Club.
Work 20 hours a day, make 20 grand a year.
That was it.
If that, but you loved it.
Loved it.
Why?
To be able to do a small part to help the team to win was something that's important to me. It's just something that that's something I've always enjoyed.
7 minutes left. We're going to play next week.
Flores played a big part in New England's last Super Bowl victory, running a defense that shut down the high-powered LA Rams offense. While preparing that game plan, Flores was also interviewing for his dream job as an NFL head coach. And he did all of that with a heavy heart, knowing his mom was in the final stages of a battle with cancer.
It was a tough time, but at the same time, I knew that if I didn't put my best foot forward, from a work standpoint, from an interview standpoint, really on whatever I was doing, then I would be disappointing her. So, and we can't do that.
With the Dolphins, Flores wants to build a team that puts his best foot forward on a foundation of trust.
Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win.
You got to get 11 guys on the same page.
Let's get it going.
You got to get 11 guys to trust each other, and that's a hard thing to do. I tell the players it's hard to get 2 people to trust each other.
Much less 11.
Much less 11. On something, and when that resonates with them.
The new head coach wants his players to trust that he will not play favorites.
We're going to play the best players. Period. That's I firmly believe in that. So I don't think we just do things just to do them. What kind of message does that send?
So far, Brian Flores has been all business.
How we doing, guys?
He admits that even his wife tells him he should smile more during his sessions with the media.
I've got a sense of humor. I certainly have a sense of humor. Look, this is, and maybe I don't say this enough, but this game's supposed to be a fun game, and we'll try to create an environment where we're tough, we're smart, we're disciplined, but we're also having fun.
If the pundits are right, the Dolphins won't have much fun in the near future, while Flores tries to rebuild the franchise's winning tradition.
A lot of folks aren't expecting much of the Dolphins this year, or next year, maybe even the year after. So how do you take that on?
My goal is to win every week, period. We're going to do everything possible to win every game, every week. But that starts by winning every day. If we can just continue to build, then good things will happen. I firmly believe that.
That was Jim Barry reporting. You can hear more from Brian Flores tomorrow night in the pregame show before the Dolphins take on the New Orleans Saints in the final preseason game. Pregame gets underway at 7, kickoff set for 8 o'clock, and it's all only right here on CBS 4, the official home of the Miami Dolphins.